Alright, what's up, guys? Welcome to another episode of the TMossBoss Show. And in today's episode, I wanted to talk on a content creator that recently they've uploaded a video where before I questioned them as a person, but now I feel like that, yeah, the questions that I had, I'm starting to get answers for them because for as long as I've been a content creator, I've been a content creator for 14 years now. And I've never gotten to that point where I can't think of a video to do. Outside of talking on like reaction videos, like I mean, there's so much different content that I can upload. That's something that I have always said about myself, that I can never run out of content. Because it's like, even if let's say if I were to stop doing, because I feel like people would be like, oh, because all you do is reaction videos. Even if I were to stop doing reaction videos, I still have 49 other different, even with my main channel, I still got content that I can upload. So it's something where I'm like, I've never gotten to that point where I've struggled to think of a video idea, just anything content creating related. And if there was ever a time where I did struggle, I feel like that there were times where I was struggling, like, dang, what else can I do when it comes down to content creating? And then, yeah, that's when I do things like creating a podcast, doing live streams, playing video games, like doing Twitch streams and stuff. What else? Yeah, it's like, getting into music. I'm saying there's so much different content that you can get into. I feel like when you upload content that's going to question your personality in a negative way, fam, you shouldn't be surprised that people are doing that when you're uploading the videos that you're uploading. It's like you're expecting everybody to watch your videos and agree with everything that you're saying, but it's like this one particular thing, if anybody, the thing is this, I can look past his audience being racist. I can look past his audience holding grudges. I can look past everything that his audience has ever said to me. But this one particular thing, this is something that I'm like, no, if you support this, you're the problem too. You have problems and you are the problem. But so anyway, so there is this content creator by the name of Just a Robot. If you guys know who he is, yeah, me and him, we've crossed paths, we've had issues, all that crap. But anyways, so recently he has uploaded a very questionable video to where I watched that video a couple of times and so the reason why I watched it a couple of times, because I'm like, I have to wrap my head around this. I have to understand, like, I'm really watching this video. This is an actual video on YouTube right now. But so anyways, he uploads a video where he's explaining how EDP445 could have gotten away with the stuff that he had got caught up with some years back. So for those that don't know of that situation, to explain to you guys the EDP445 situation. So a while back, EDP445 was a content creator, well-known content creator. There have been times where I had uploaded reaction videos to just compilations because he was a pretty funny content creator, just with the stuff that he was uploading and saying and doing. Like, yeah, overall, before this particular incident, I looked at him as like he was a pillar when it came to content creation. Like, you seen this man in memes. There was at times where I would hear this guy and I think he was like, not so much as like he was rapping on the song, but somebody had like sampled one of his videos for a song. And yeah, it was like, you were bound to hear or see EDP445 somewhere. Like, that's something where it's like, if you're heavily into content creating, you most likely have heard or seen this man somewhere in some video, stream, wherever, But so anyways, one day, a video had got uploaded of him where he got exposed for talking to a minor. So yeah, it was one of those like people that were doing them like, cause like that's like a trend now where a lot of content creators be doing like the To Catch a Predator, like kind of like basing their content off of that TV show. And yeah, so overall somebody had got him caught up doing that. He was EDP talking about he was meeting up with some minor to get a cupcake from them, and I'm like, Fam, even just talking on that particular situation, how come you couldn't have done that when the parents were there? I'm pretty sure that was probably a conversation. It's like, hey, who else is in the house? Like, I don't know the extent of the conversation, but I imagine that, like, who else is in the house? Like, because that's something where I guess people will probably ask me, like, if they're trying to defend EDP445, I feel like people would ask me, well, how would I go about a situation like that? For one, I'm not going to be having no private conversation with no minor. It's like, I guess, like, if they come to me asking for advice about something, I'm going to have a conversation that I would like with them that I would have in front of their parents. So it's like, it's something where I'm like, I don't need to hide or, I'm not going to be secretive. I'm like, I'm going to have a conversation with them that I would have in front of their parents. So yeah, it would be stuff like, if they're asking me advice about life, I'm going to say to them things I would say in front of their parents. So if they're asking me like, oh, how do I go about depression? That's a conversation. That's a conversation that you can have, that you can have with a minor. How do you go about being a content creator? That's a conversation that you can have with a minor. But it's like, when you're having a conversation that you should be having with an adult and you're having that with a minor, it's like, do you think you would have that same conversation in front of their parents? That's a genuine question that I have. Do you honestly think that you would have that conversation in front of their parents? No, you wouldn't. So anyways, EDP445 got caught up with that whole situation, got exposed for it, pretty much ended his whole career. Like, there was no way possible for him to come back after this. And it's like, you see and hear all these other different content creators, you think people would learn. Even just before EDP's situation, it wasn't like that this was like a new thing. Even before, you would think that people would understand, like, this is wrong. When you see people literally go to prison behind this stuff, it's wrong, bro. So to me, it just really trips me out when I still see stuff like this happening to this day. And it's like, why can't you not just find somebody, like, seeing even Dr. Disrespect, his situation? Fam, you are literally married. You have a kid. You should be setting an example for them. But it's like, instead, you're overall showing to any and everybody around you why you should not be involved with people like that. And that just goes to any, like, minor out there that's a fan of a content creator and you're noticing some weird behavior with them. Leave that content creator alone. Don't fall victim to whatever stuff that they got going on. But it's like, yeah, just overall, leave that content creator alone. But so anyways, that situation, EDP situation, happened some time ago. Fast forward up until whenever this video was uploaded. I had just seen this video a few days ago. So I was like, I was unaware of the whole situation. I guess like moments leading up to this video and things. But because I don't want nobody all like, oh, you leaked this video out, just in case if he tries taking, because this is a public video on his YouTube channel. This ain't like, no, oh, this was sent to me, this video got leaked out. This is a video that he uploaded. He took the time to come up with a title, description, all that stuff, posting this video. It's like, this is an official video on his channel. So he can't lie and be like, oh, well, it's just, no, that ain't nothing. Like, you actually uploaded this video. But so anyways, he uploads a video explaining how EDP could have gotten away with the situation. But he didn't try to, like, the thing is this. For one, you making a video like that trying to aid EDP in his situation, that's wrong right there. That's wrong right there. And it's like, there's so many different ways you could have went about doing that video. The fact that was, and I know there's something where it's like, I know people are going to be like, oh, you took what he said out of context. He literally posted the video. Because I just know that his fans, they will try to say and do any and everything possible to manipulate you into thinking that, oh, you're wrong for what you're doing. Like, no. There ain't no argument whatsoever that can defend this. You made a video trying to help out EDP in his situation. And then this is the real dark part about this video being uploaded. So this guy, the robot, the one that uploaded this video, he has over 200,000 subscribers. He has more subscribers than me. He has over 200,000 subscribers. You uploaded this video to over 200,000 people, explaining to them how they can get away with being a pedophile. I don't think he fully understands that. Hopefully by him watching the video that I had just that I did, maybe he might understand it then. But if not, then it's like, fam, maybe I need to repeat myself. You uploaded a video for over 200,000 people, and it ain't even including the people that can possibly come into your channel and they're subscribing today. Because I'm saying, it's like, I imagine that he probably, if he's still uploading content, he's still getting subscribers. He's still getting views. So I look at it as like, you still, because now let's just check his social blade real quick. I think, hold on for a second. Social blade, I'll just open up mines and then just search up his name and stuff. But anyways, it's like, hold on for a second, because I feel, I'm trying to like open up some. Okay, so in the past 30 days, he's gained over 500,000 views, and but he hasn't really gained no subscribers. All right, so I can't really talk on his subscriber count that much and things, but still, the fact that you have over 200,000 subscribers, I imagine that you probably have a significant amount. Well, yeah, it's like, if you're getting a daily average, of 18,000 views, a weekly average of over 100,000 views. And then, yeah, in the last 30 days, you've gained 558,000 views. So you're still in the video of him, like with the whole EDP stuff, that video got over 1,000 views. So I look at it as like, you just explained to over 1,000 people how they can get away with being a pedophile. Do you not understand the wrongs with that video? Because here's the thing. I've been a content creator for 14 years now, all right? 14 years. I've uploaded thousands of videos. I gotta turn my fan on, so if you guys are hearing like a background noise, sorry, my fan is getting old. And maybe if I like turn the thing up, okay, so it's not like as loud and annoying and things. I'm just gonna have to sit here and freeze. But anyways, I've uploaded well over like 10,000 videos throughout my content creating career, and I had to say, the only time I felt that there was a reason to genuinely take down the videos, because I was embarrassed by the video. It'd be like a video of me when I was a kid. I'm like, fam, what was I doing? What was I thinking? Like, it's just like them childish, like dumb videos, Those videos are the ones where I'm like, I should feel embarrassed. But anybody should be feeling embarrassed by videos like that. The fact that you uploaded this video, you don't feel no embarrassment, you don't feel anything wrong with it. The fact that you actually sat down and took the time to even work on this, to me, that's weird. That's just flat out weird. But it's like, I've been a content creator for all this time. I done uploaded all these videos. Never once did I think maybe I should upload a video explaining to people how EDP could have gotten away with his whole situation, and then also explain it to a bunch of other different people. Yeah, this is how you could go about being a pedophile. I don't think he understands the wrongs with that video. But so here's the thing though. This is the real crazy part about this whole situation, because a while back he had an editor where he got caught up for the same exact stuff. So I had actually sat down and watched the victim's video. So it was this kid where he was he was talking about how him and the editor was having these like weird conversations. It was, I think he said even at times like he had to like explain to him like, bro, you kind of taking it too far and things. But anyways, yeah, he did say that they were having some weird conversations and stuff. And I'm thinking to myself, fam, to me, it's like that was the messed up part about that video, was that the kid was saying that he looked at him like a friend, and it's like, you're taking advantage. You so-called claim that this is your friend, and you're taking advantage of him. It's like, that's something where I'm like, I cannot be in a position that I'm in. Even before when I was a nobody on YouTube, even before YouTube, that's something that I cannot do to a person. I cannot put them in a situation where they're questioning the relationship between us. And I know people will probably ask like, well, what kind of relationship should a content creator have with their fans? The same relationship that you would have with a friend of yours, a friend that you have respect for. somebody that you're like that, like even if it's a family member. If you ain't got no friends that you look at that way, then think of them as a family member, somebody that you have genuine respect for, somebody that you're overall like you're there for them, not on no weird stuff, but like if they're going through it and they need a friend to talk to, if they just need somebody by their side, somebody that they can count on, that's why you're there. But when you're doing it for your own greed, when you're doing it for your own like benefit, fam, that's a messed up friendship. That is a really messed up friendship. But yeah, I remember watching the victim's video, and yeah, I was like, man, I felt bad for him, and this, I'm like, it's just, it's really confusing that it's like, you being in the position that you are, talking on the editor, you being in the position that you're in, you should not be, because I would have to say, within that community, he was like, I would say that he was like second in command, like, compared to just the robot. Yeah, I would say that he was like second in command. Like, he was like he was the second most popular person in that whole community and stuff. And I'm like, you being in the position that you're in, you're setting a bad example. It's like, I know me and his editor, like, we crossed paths, we had our problems, but I'm like, fam, really? I mean, come on. And it even got to the point where it's like, I think he felt so bad for all the weird and crazy stuff that he's done. I even remember the editor, he came to me and apologized for the crap that me and him had went through. And I was like, I think I was at the, well, no, actually, no, this was after the fact, because I remember somebody had told me about it, and I'm like, wow, okay, I'm like, that's weird. I'm like, that's some crazy stuff. And I thought it was just that. This is the really weird part, okay? So, Just a Robot, not too long ago, had got caught up for the same exact stuff talking to a minor. So, his argument was that the Discord or the screenshots didn't match up with how Discord looks. And I'm like, hey, at the end of the day, because I was like, I didn't really see no screenshots. All I just did was hear some things. But I'm like, fam, that's even just hearing some things. Even like, let's say the screenshots didn't even exist. Let's just say that somebody came out and said that you was talking to them in an inappropriate way while they were under the age. You should not be uploading no video explaining how EDP could have gotten away with his situation. Do you not understand what's wrong with that? Because I genuinely feel that all he's just going to do when he sees the video and he hears this podcast episode, him, his fan base, all those people, all they're going to do is look for an argument. With this particular situation, something that can land you in prison, there is no argument possible. Because, okay, so, and this is even something that I said in the video. If I'm wrong, prove me wrong. Literally, prove me wrong. Go to random people up and down the streets in your local downtown area, wherever city, state that you live in. Go somewhere where there is a popular area. Explain to people the situation. Explain to them, EDP got caught up talking to a minor. I made a video explaining how he could have gotten away with the situation. And make sure you go up to, because that was something I didn't even say in the video. Go up to people with kids. Explain it to a parent. Explain it to a parent where their one goal, and even after the fact of their kid turning 18 years old, they're still like that parent in them. They're still going to look at their kid. It's like, that's my child. I don't care how old they are. It could even be somebody that's like 70 years old and they got a kid that's like, yes, well above the age, but they're still going to be that protective parent over them. Explain it to a parent, that situation, and explain to them, why did you just make a video helping, well, okay, maybe not helping, but pretty much explaining how EDP could have gotten away with that situation. You might as well be helping them. I'm saying, it's like you pretty much just gave everybody an idea of how to get away with being a pedophile. That's the real issue with that video. And the fact that you and your editor literally got caught up for the same thing. Your editor didn't even try to deny it. You tried to deny it, but do you honestly think that people are going to believe you now after you did some video like this? I mean, come on now. Like, it's one of those things where it's like, you really, and I mean really, have to sit down and think about the videos that you're getting ready to record, put together, whatever the situation is. It's like, you really have to sit down and think about this before the type of videos that you upload, before you actually go through and upload them. That's like OJ Simpson. I did say this in the video. That's like OJ Simpson coming out in a video explaining to people how to get away with murder. And and I feel like that with both situations, even though it's like different crimes, but both situations is one and the same. You got like this very popular entertainer in a way, right? You got this popular entertainer. This popular entertainer has a fan base. They're going to defend him. Now, at the end of the day, whatever is happening behind the scenes, the individual involved, the suspect, they know what's going on. But the fans, everybody else on the outside, they don't. So how I look at it is like, yeah, that's something. It's like, if whatever you got going on behind the scenes, yeah, you could go out on the internet and try to deny it, but you're going to have to understand this. You're going to have to live with the fact that you're doing this. Like, you're talking to a minor. You're committing some sort of crime. It's funny how I remember when all this stuff between me and him started, and that was like one of the main things that him and his fans were saying, that I was committing a crime. And I'm like, okay, call the cops. Tell YouTube what I'm doing. Like, I'm saying, like, actually do something about it. With this particular situation, fam, it honestly wouldn't surprise me that at some point in time, let's just say, sometime down the road, like I make this podcast episode, I upload the video, all that other stuff. And sometime down the road, time done passed, like we all done forgot about the situation. All of a sudden, we look up one day and more allegations done came out. Now it done got to the point where we all know who Just a Robot really is. Like, his name done got leaked out. Like, they're like, cops is looking for him. It's like, I'm saying, it'll be on some like dark stuff where it's like, I'm doing these podcasts. I'm doing this podcast episode. And I did the video, and I'm doing this to protect people. Because I'm like, man, that's something where I'm like, if I have a kid and then I see a video like that, that will, even not even having a kid, still, that puts a little bit of fear in my heart, knowing that people like this exist on the internet and they're just being open about it. Like, that's the part that really trips me out. You're being so open about it, and it's like, that's something where I'm like, yeah, you could try to explain it to me in a million different ways possible. I look at it like this. You're doing videos, even if you do decide to take the video down, the fact that you still uploaded the video in the first place, you uploaded a video like that. You didn't try to deny it. You didn't try to like say like, hey, I'm not doing this video to, no, you uploaded this video without like no just like way of like, you just went about it in a way where it's like, yeah, I'm explaining how EDP could have gotten away with the situation, and I'm also explaining to my fans how they could possibly get away with a situation like that. That's crazy. I'm like, yeah, that's something where I'm like, look, man, if there's ever a day where you find yourself getting arrested, I really do hope that you remember the things that I said about this whole situation, and I really do hope that it either change your, well, yeah, I feel like you upload videos like that, you're too far gone. I'm like, nah, there ain't no way possible for him to change his ways. The only thing that I could, like, maybe, I don't know, maybe this podcast episode and the other stuff, because I do plan on doing a TikTok video, yeah, it's like, maybe, it might just, get him to stop, and then, nobody doesn't have to fall victim to him, but, if not that, then, I guess to any and everybody out there that knows him, a subscriber of his, future subscriber, past subscriber, whatever the situation is, be careful. And to me, I just find it even more weirder where it's like, if you have kids and you're a supporter of his, and you're defending this video, I'm sorry, but no, it's like, you need to adopt your kids. You don't need to have no kids. If you're sitting down defending with that video that he just uploaded, you don't need to have your kids. You need to either send them off somewhere, send them off to a family member that is actually going to take care of them. But it's like, until you get to a point where you're thinking along the lines like, parent, like, it should not be a situation where Just a Robot comes first and then my kids like, oh, they're second, like they don't matter. I'm gonna, because it's like, that's something where it's like, imagine your kid, they go through some stuff like that, and then the individual, all they just got to do is just say like, oh yeah, I fooled you, I wasn't really talking with them, I wasn't really trying to do nothing and all that stuff. And the thing is this, let's say, fast forward, like just in this same scenario, in this same situation, fast forward, they get caught up, but then turns out they're a fan of Just a Robot. And by them watching that video, it gave them the idea and it gave them the motive to just go around and talk to minors, and all they just got to do is just say, oh, I'm just joking, I'm just playing around. Yeah, it's stuff like that where I'm like, man, yeah, if you got kids and you sit down and you watch that video and you didn't see nothing wrong with it, you don't need to have no kids. You don't even if you're thinking about having kids, you don't need to be around no kids whatsoever. Same with Just a Robot. By you making videos like that, if he ever thinks about having kids, yeah, that's something. And it wouldn't surprise me if he comes out and be like, well, I actually don't want to have kids. Yeah, I can see why, because I'm like, they would definitely be in a tough spot having you as a parent. So anyways, and if he does have kids, I'm like, yeah, it's gonna be a situation where most likely he gonna end up getting them taken away from him, because I'm like, that is not safe for any kids to be around an individual like that, or even to be watching an individual like that on YouTube. Because I look at it as like this: I know that there are kids watching his content. There's been times where I didn't seen kids from his channel come over to my channel, start leaving racist comments and saying a bunch of different crazy things. Do you honestly think that that's a smart idea? And I know he's going to try to come up with some argument on like, oh, well, I'm not these kids' parent. They ain't got to listen to me. They ain't got it. But you're uploading. They're a subscriber of yours. Of course, they're going to, the thing is this. Of course, they're going to look at your videos and see, they're going to get ideas from it. You got a lot of impressionable fans out there. They're going to listen to any and everything that you say. You do a video like this, you honestly think they're not going to listen to you? My thing is this. All right, let's overall just see, because I feel like that all that's just going to come out of this podcast episode is a bunch of arguments. Let's just see what the future holds for this whole situation, because I guarantee and I promise you, more bad is going to come out of this than good. All right, so anyways, with that being said, I will talk to y'all later. Thank you guys for watching and or listening, and peace.